What is up, my friends? Welcome back to another episode of Chris Talks. I'm so glad to have you back here today. And we're going to be taking a look at the foundations of a profitable online business. And as you know, I recently have been talking more about business on my channel. It's a lot of fun to talk about because all of us need to have or find some way to support ourselves, right? And our families, if we have families. Um, and especially in today's age where, due to the pandemic, lots of things have closed down, and many people have lost jobs and kind of are trying to find their way. There's no better time than the present to really start to dial in our passions, find out what we're really good at, and start offering value to other people, and therefore creating other income streams to kind of supplement our main income stream, especially if our primary source of income is starting to dry up or has dried up completely. We need to find other ways to earn an income, of course. And so the one I want to talk about today is specifically the one that I've been using for the past couple of years now. And my business has only grown so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing it continue to grow if I continue to follow these steps. And if you want to learn more about that, I want to give you my free guide on how to make money as a composer in 2020 and beyond. Contrary to the title, though, this method I kind of describe in the guide is not only limited to composing. It really applies to really any field you're in. So you could be an architect, you could be a singer, you could be a woodworker, whatever. If you follow this kind of method, this step-by-step method, you will actually find the same result. You will be able to start creating a passive income stream on the side and start building this online business that helps you, frees you up to do what you enjoy the most, and just gives you freedom, which is really, really nice. So it's totally free. If you want to check that out, just click the link in the box below and it will take you straight there. So let's kind of dive into the foundations of a profitable online business. There are really three components I want to touch on today. And the first one is content. Okay, content. What is content? Well, this is content. Like right now, when I'm talking to you, you're watching this video, this is a piece of content, right? So videos, blog posts, so text walls of stuff, right, where people read words, podcasts, right? Like this is kind of a video podcast, so it kind of blends video and podcast together. But basically any form of digestible media you can consider content. And content is really important because it gives people a free taste of your personality and what you have to offer. So whether that's a product or a service, ultimately we're trying to build a business, right? So more and more we're seeing that when people go online and share their personalities and what they do and up kind of behind the scenes stuff, people start to get a sense of their personality and what they would be like to work with. And if they like and know and trust you, they might actually hire you in the future, or they might purchase something from you because they trust you. They know your brand and what you can offer them. So that's the power of content, is creating material on a regular basis, at least weekly, and choosing a platform to upload that content to. So whether it be YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest or whatever it is, you want to find a way to contribute that free content on a regular basis on the same day and same time every single week. If you can do multiple times a week, you should definitely do that because that can only increase the chances of you being discovered by new people. So the thing about content, though, is you want to be talking about and explaining concepts or be in the niche that you're actually interested in, right? Because if you want to do this online business thing, the results will usually not come very quickly. It will take at least a couple of years to really start building an audience and starting to get traction with your income, having it build up. But it's really, really important to work in something you actually feel passionate about, because if you don't, then you're going to burn out and you're going to feel like it's a waste of time, and it's just not going to give you fulfillment in your purpose, basically, right? So once you kind of decide on what niche you want to build your business in and start finding out what value you can add to people, you can literally just ask people, like, what would you find interesting about, let's say, fitness, right? Do you want to lose weight, or do you want to get stronger? If so, what are you feeling frustrated about those things? What frustrates you about fitness, and what do you want to get out of fitness? What do you want to, how do you want to feel? Do you want a relationship, and so on and so forth? Once you start to understand like what they want, then you can start to create content specifically tailored to those questions and answering those questions, because then you know that other people are also asking those questions, right? So the more content you upload addressing specific pain points that people have and sharing your insights, now people will start to come and start to see what you do, and you can start to build an audience that way, which is really cool. So that's step number one, is creating regular content, free content. It does take time, but the great thing is it's free, so you don't have to pay for ads to draw people into your business and potentially sell them something. You literally create content for free. It does take time, but it is a long-term play. Okay, and once you are building that audience, what you want to do is build an email list. Okay, I have one of these. Every online business should have one of these, and the reason is because email marketing, or selling to an email list, is the most profitable form of making money online. It really is, and it will continue to be that way until email dies out, which I doubt it will. But it's much more effective than, let's say, selling on social media or running ads, because those are what we call cold leads, right? Like cold calling, when you call someone, or if someone calls you, like a telemarketer, you don't want to hear from them. You never asked to hear from them, right? But warm leads are people who have found you and are interested in what you have to offer. So then you can bring them into your private email list, and they're warm leads because they actually know who you are, they know you, they trust you, and they like you, right? So the way you build your email list is through what's called a lead magnet, okay? Now this could be anything like a PDF guide, like a checklist. It could be a video series, like a mini course. It could be a free like discovery call, or whatever it is. Give them something that's totally free in exchange for their email address. So when they opt in, they are given that free thing, and then you can actually over deliver. You can give them something in addition to that to really make the relationship special. And this is what I do in my brand. So if you download any of my free guides and my videos, which I always share with you, not only will you get that free guide, but I also give you an additional full like 45-minute workshop that goes over how to create your mockups, make sure that they're sounding like really solid and really clean, and polish them to a professional level. That's not something I advertise. It's literally something I give to you because I really appreciate you being on my email list. And I always try to send you something special. I try to update you weekly on what's new videos, new stuff like that. So that's the second thing. So while you're building your public audience, you also want to have a lead magnet to start building your email list and have people opting in for your so-called newsletter, but it more or less is just an email list, okay? And then finally, eventually you're going to need a product to sell or a service to sell. So some people don't sell any products, they only sell services. Like for example, if I'm a composer and I only want to write music for films, or I want to, maybe write for video games, then as you build your email list, you might say, okay, if you're looking for specific cues, or if you want me to help you write something, you can send them a specific email and then write that in there, and then list your rates, what your services are, or maybe you want to teach people, you can list that as well. And people will, like most people, check their inboxes, so they will see that type of thing. And if you're selling courses or products, then email marketing there is really effective as well. So whether it's a course or membership, you basically want to find what your people want, you build that thing, and then you sell it to them. It can be like through regular launches, or it could be through an evergreen funnel, but essentially you want to have something to sell so you can monetize that audience. And this is not a sleazy thing to do, by the way, because you're literally offering them something that is very valuable. It's just that it's paid, so they'll value it more, they're more likely to take it more seriously, and they are much more likely to see results from that, because they are more likely to take action on that material as well. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. Those three things, right? So starting with regular free content, uploading it on a weekly basis at least to a platform of your choice, including a lead magnet in the description, or mentioning a lead magnet right within your content for them to download. And then as a result, they are now on your email list and they get a free thing. So it's super valuable, a great transaction. And then eventually you will be able to sell them stuff. So products or services. Not everyone's going to buy. Most people are not going to buy, but the few people who do will basically keep your business afloat. And as you continue to grow your audience, then your income will scale up as well. And that takes time, but it's very worth it. That's literally what I'm doing with my business. I've done it for a couple of years. I might do a video going over exactly how my income's kind of made up. Actually, I might do a video on that. Actually, that might be fun, might be insightful, hopefully. And yeah, If you have any questions about the specific process or what I'm kind of doing, I'd love to share that with you. So let me know in a comment below your thoughts on online business. If you ever tried something like this, or if you want, if you've ever considered starting an online business, I'd love to help you out in any way I can. And in case you don't have it yet, again, I want to give you my step-by-step approach of how I'm actually approaching content marketing through a practical standpoint. It kind of goes a little more in depth what we talked about here today. If you want to click the link in the box below, it'll take you straight there. Again, it's called How to Make Money as a Composer in 2020 and Beyond. I really like this one because it's super actionable, super practical. And if you start applying those concepts like we talked about in this video, you will start to see results within even like a couple months. But usually within a few months to a year, you'll start to earn some money on the side, and then you can start to scale that up over time. So it's a lot of fun. Anyway, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, my friend. Bye-bye.